1. U.S. lawmakers seek NATO ally status for India. GS Paper 2, India's Foreign Policy, Global Groupings. What is NATO? NATO is an alliance of countries from Europe and North America. It provides a unique link between these two continents for consultation and cooperation in the field of defense and security, and the conduct of multinational crisis management operations. NATO provides a unique opportunity for member countries to consult and talk decisions on security issues at all levels and in a variety of fields. NATO is committed to the peaceful resolution of disputes. If diplomatic efforts fail, it has the military capacity needed to undertake crisis management operations. Why is it in news recently? U.S. lawmakers approved amendments to a defense bill that seeks to bring India on a par with NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, allies for sale of defense equipment and technology transfer. The lawmakers also voted to increase restrictions on military assistance for Pakistan, including immediately blocking $450 million in aid. The passage of the National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA, 2017, was the scene of much action relating to the Indian subcontinent and Asia-Pacific region. It is a strategy that includes strengthening New Delhi's military muscle implicitly aimed at countering Beijing's expansionism. Why is India not a member of NATO? NATO is a collective defense alliance. Membership in this requires that you pool your military resources for the common purpose of defense against aggression. India's historic stance was always to avoid formation of allied groups to gang up on other countries. India is not a part of any military alliance group and domestic political opinion is unlikely to allow any such alliances. Thus, even when India was a closer partner of the USSR, it avoided joining the Warsaw Pact and other rival groups of NATO. Another reason is that India has always been a non-aligned country. The objective of non-alignment was to prevent the world from getting divided into military blocs and to give the newly independent countries of Asia and Africa a chance to avoid getting dragged into expensive and senseless conflicts and falling prey to the malevolent machinations of the superpowers. Is US trying to isolate India from China and Russia? America is targeting the BRICS countries, Brazil, India, China, and Russia, South Africa. Now America is eyeing India. India is a major country, just the way Brazil is. America has gotten Brazil isolated from China and Russia, now it wants to get India isolated from the two. India has good relations with China, good relations with Russia and wants to keep it that way. But US is trying to change all that to bring India into its camp against Russia. What will be the impacts if India joins NATO? If India joins the NATO, we would have to help the US in the so-called noble objective of policing the world and acting as the sword hand of democracy. This would result in a lot of brave Indian soldiers dying in stupid conflicts in which we have no reason at all to be involved in. If the NATO ever actually engages in a military operation against China, India would be the first ones to get hammered. Being in close proximity to China, we will suffer heavy military casualties due to fast Chinese mobilization. The Chinese have better roads at the border and can move their forces a lot faster. Our troops would be at a manpower disadvantage and we would be swarmed and overwhelmed. The Chinese Air Force could bomb the cities close to the border and cause severe damage.